So the fish we're seeing here are gizzard shad. They're a member of the herring family, and they're a really important part of the food chain for a lot of our game fish species, especially when they're young. They make up a big part of the diet of things like perch, bass, muskie, walleye. So what we have happening here is there's a couple things really. The first is something that happens every year. We're getting congregations of gizzard shad in the City of London around warm water inputs. And the reason for that is they're really not very cold hardy, and so they need to stay around this warmer water in order to make it through the winter alive. But the other thing that we're having is we've started to have some die-offs. This also is natural, and it's from a combination of things. It's from the cold winter temperatures, it's from overcrowding of fish in these areas, and it's also possibly from one of the natural diseases that this species can have in this area, which is viral hemorrhagic septicemia. These fish are native to the Thames River. We'll find them at all times of year, but we find them really visible during the winter when they're conglomerated together at these certain spots. The reason that they're hanging around these particular spots in the city is there's warm water coming out. So wastewater treatment plants, some of the places where the storm sewer is coming from underground and releasing above ground, these places are going to stay warm throughout the winter. They can be 10 degrees, the water that's coming out there, whereas the Thames River right now is 2 degrees. So I have been hearing reports that some of the predators for these fish are having a good time. Some of the bird predators, we've got eagles, we've got osprey, things like that. We've also potentially got some of the fish species. The only one really at this size that would be eating these fish is muskie, but we do get reports of muskie up in the city now. So there are a few things that could be eating them right now. Fish are drawn to these types of places because of the warm water, so when there's a die-off at these sites, some people are jumping to the conclusion that it's because of pollution being released, but that's not the case. We've been in touch with the Ministry of Environment, Conservation and Parks. We've been in touch with the Ministry of Natural Resources and Forestry, and it's looking like it's natural causes, and so it's nothing to do with any type of an environmental spill.